Right, for those who don't already know, Beth, I'm delighted to introduce our Ladies European Tour Order of Merit leader from the United States.
Yes.
Fantastic start to the season with 2 top 5 finishes from 7 events so far.
Mm-hmm.
And you finished 7th here at Dundonald last year.
I did, yeah.
Yeah, so just start by telling us all how excited you are to be back here.
No, I am. I'm really excited. Scotland is my home base. I live here, so I class this as my home tournament, and obviously great preparation for next week's major, the British Open. So I've played Dundonald quite a bit, and I've played the Scottish Open I think 6 times, and I just love it. I love links. I love interacting with the amateurs. The pro am format really suits me. I'm a social person, so I look forward to it every year. Yeah, it's really good.
You have any questions?
How long have you been in it? You were Falkirk, wasn't it, for a spell?
I was Falkirk for about a year, and then we moved to Edinburgh in January. And then before that, I was in the Glasgow area.
Right. What brought you over here?
Well, when I played, I started playing in Europe in 2008, and then I kind of really made friends with all the Scots. I'm like, I kind of would spend my off weeks at different Scots houses and things like this, and because I wouldn't go home to America every time I had a week off because it gets quite expensive. So, and then I found myself feeling really at home here. I met my now wife, and now I live here, so it's good. Yeah.
So you will feel almost like an adopted Scot.
I do. I really do, and it makes me feel really at home being here and hearing the familiar accent, and it's great.
Is this season? Would you say this is you really gonna making a move? Would you this year, or you think it's?
I think it's like I've had a really good start, obviously, but I'm still really wanting to do better. Because I happen to do well in 2 events that were big money events. That's what's put me in front of the money list, but what I really want is to win. I obviously think I can. This week would be ideal. And I'm used to these conditions, obviously. I know this golf course, and I'm in good form, even though I missed the cut at the US Open by 1, but I felt really confident there, and then I gained a lot from that experience. So I'm really fired up to be here and play this week.
What would be the secret to good scoring out there? Obviously know the course well and things.
Well, I think patience out here, because it's not easy, and the elements certainly can be difficult. The scores were not low last year, so that suits me because I am a pretty consistent player, and I throw a lot of birdies in there, but I usually don't make many mistakes, touch wood. But yeah, I think it's a week that you have to be really patient and really place yourself well on the greens, because they're really big. So, and I know there's a couple of new ones out there I'm looking forward to seeing later.
In terms of difficulty, how does a course like Dundonald rate compared to other events?
It's tough because it's long, and we don't play links every week, so it's hard to compare. But I think that is certainly a test. I think that last year this is one of the higher scores that won an event. So yeah, it's tough. Yeah.
Obviously you've competed here in a tournament before at Dundonald, Beth, but do you, given that you're based in Scotland and knowing that the Scottish Open is going to be here, and maybe some off time, come over and just practice here just to get to grips with it even more?
I have. I've done that a few times, and both Ians here have been really welcoming and say, they let me come whenever I want and treat me like, I live here. So it's nice, and it is good to get more familiar with a golf course and have a little bit of an edge on the field, because I feel like I don't have to be here and grinding this week. I kind of done my homework already. I'm going to go out there and have a relaxing couple practice rounds and reacclimate, but I know it, so it's nice.
And given that you are more acclimatised to Scotland's weather conditions, when you saw and heard the conditions last night, were you actually rubbing your hands thinking this is good because I'm used to this and the others aren't?
I think so. These Scots and I always joke about how, whenever it's windy or wet, every other player comes up to you and is like, oh, you'll be used to this. And we just go, oh, yeah, it's the best. But no, yesterday it was just crazy. So I was thinking to myself, I mean, that would be nice, but I wouldn't mind a little bit of wind just because it suits me and I'm familiar with it. I know, and I don't know, I've never played this golf course in completely calm settings like it was yesterday. So a little bit of wind would help. Rain, I would rather not, but if it has to happen, I'm used to it, so it's okay.
Top of the order of merit just now, I think you got your maiden LET title in Buckinghamshire last year.
Yeah.
How important was it for you to get that first hurdle of that first title under your belt and just kind of get that pressure of getting the first one?
Yeah, I mean, it was massive for me. It's something that I've worked for a long, long time. Obviously been on tour for a long time, and I had a lot of close calls. And then last year when it finally happened, especially at the Buckinghamshire, was really, really special. And I haven't really let up since. I've played consistent, good golf ever since. I'd really like another win, and when I get put in that situation again, I think that it'll be easier for me to deal with. So I hope it happens again soon.
Even as this is kind of, it's a different course next week, but in terms of just the atmosphere of this week, is this a kind of a nice preparation just to go into a major in a relatively calm environment, I suppose?
Yeah. I mean, I think it always is. Like last year, it was ideal coming from here to Turnberry, and then next year it'll be great going to Kings Barnes. And I don't think that this is bad preparation for Woburn, but it is great preparation for me mentally, because this is an event that I don't feel pressure, but it means a lot to me. So just like a major, so it's mentally it's a really good way to go into the Rico.